flies, and so much more. Bring your family, your friends, or just yourself. Adventure awaits at Bryce Canyon National Park. Ruby's Inn lodging, stores, and restaurants are open. So book your getaway today at ruby'sinn.com.
That's not good.
What?
Yep, your car's broken.
Oh, come on.
But we can fix it and get you back on the road quickly.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Pro Auto Care in St. George can handle anything under the hood of your Honda, Acura, Toyota, and Lexus. From oil changes to major repairs, quality work at an affordable price. Check them out at yourproautocare.com. That's yourproautocare.com.
Welcome back to the game. Brought to you in part by Bucks Ace Hardware.
Welcome back. Thanks for being with us. Ideal Home and Paint game of the night, live from Hurricane High School. It's the Desert Hills Thunder taking on the Tigers. Coin toss going on right now. Captains tonight for Hurricane, Brian Ireland, who's been so great in the trenches for them this year. He was actually our AWP game changer and playmaker. Last time we were out in H-Town, Austin McRoberts is out there with Gage Huntsman and Dylan Gabriel, the starting quarterback tonight. And we're ready to go. Hurricane won the toss, deferred. And it looks like Desert Hills will return the opening kickoff. It's all brought to you tonight by Ideal Home and Auto Paint. Check out Ideal Home and Auto Paint. Home store at 4096 South River Road. And don't forget their Auto Paint store on Tabernacle Street. They've been your locally owned and operated paint store in Southern Utah since 1975. Big fan of Region 9 athletics as well. 3 games tonight in Region 9 over on our sister station 92.5 FM, 890 AM. KDXU is where you can listen to Dixie and Snow Canyon. And then over at Pineview High School, the Panthers are hosting the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Senior night here at Hurricane, I believe. Is it senior night? They got San Juan. Is this senior night? So they got Desert Hills tonight, and then I think they finish at home against San Juan High School. They have their bye week the last week of the season, so they scheduled San Juan. Coach Cowan has history with San Juan High School, one of the best programs in the lower classifications in Utah year in and year out, and he had a couple of games against them when he was the coach at Duchesne. So that's going to be a cool matchup for Hurricane going into the playoffs. If the playoffs started today, we would have 2 inter-region matchups in the first round, which we're trying to avoid over the next couple of weeks. If we can have adjustments so no Region 9 teams play in Week 1, that would be optimal. And Desert Hills trying to increase their seed a little bit, get closer to that 11-10 spot if they can. Hurricane obviously trying to do the same thing tonight. Nolan Perry has this game right around 20 points, I believe. Lawrence the Pigskin Picking Robot had it more like 10, I think, from Region 9 game day. And here come the Hurricane Tigers. They're jamming out to Metallica, getting it going here in H-Town, running through the cheerleader tunnel here. And a decent crowd, I would say. I was expecting more students here tonight from Hurricane. Pretty good showing from Desert Hills on the far side. Huge game for both programs. And here come the Tigers. It's football time in Southern Utah. Season goes by in the blink of an eye. And this is the second to last regular season week. And next week will actually be on Wednesday. And we're hoping to get 3 games to you on Wednesday night with 3 region games and then the Hurricane San Juan game, the outer region contest next Wednesday. Desert Hills coming off that pretty dominating performance last week against Snow Canyon. Hurricane coming off game last week against Crimson Cliffs where they were blown out early, kind of handled themselves really well in the second half, put up 20 points, 2 special teams touchdowns, and we welcome in our play-by-play man, Carrick Segmiller. How you doing?
What's up, everybody? Is there a football game tonight?
Let's go.
Where have I been? Chris Collinsworth slide in, doing my best impression here. Let AT do all the hard work up front, and then I get just to step in and it'd be like Joe Buck.
Well, for you guys listening,
the game.
Carrick worked on our video stream, which is live right now on sportsradio977.com.
Desert Hills on the return, fumbled, almost kneeled on it as soon as he fielded it, but he does able to pick it up. He's across the 15 out near the 20-yard line. And the Thunder will have first possession. On the return, it was Austin Wintle, and he has been phenomenal, AT, for this Desert Hills offense. Look for him in the passing game. 30 catches, 509 yards, a couple of touchdowns for Wintle. He has been the Thunder's biggest target offensively
he had
in the pass game.
50-yard touchdown, 50-yard plus touchdown last week against Snow Canyon.
I'm sure you already talked about this, AT, but it's the return of Garrett Grondell to Tiger Stadium on first down. It's Andreessen, right tackle off the right end, and he'll pick up. No, he lost. He lost a couple of yards. It'll be second down and 13. Injury on the play for Hurricane.
Yeah, Tiger down at about the 25-yard line. Yeah, big opportunity for Grondell coming back to his former school. Big favorites tonight are Desert Hills. Another big storyline tonight, is Titan Mason going to play at all? We see Andreessen in there to start things off. Mason has been out, and so we're kind of touch and go right now, figuring out if he's going to get any reps tonight.
Can't see who the injured Tiger is, but while he's down, we'll bring you up to speed on the series history between Desert Hills and Hurricane. I don't have the total series history. I believe it was 2008, 2007, 2008 was the first year of Desert Hills High School. But let's just look at the last 5 years. Desert Hills leads 5-0 in the last 5 years. In fact, we talked about this, actually rode over together. I'm carless right now for my second vehicle, so I had to ride over with Andy. Getting rides everywhere right now. It gave us a good chance to talk about the game tonight. So you know the answer to this now, AT. Maybe this should be our trivia question later. Maybe we shouldn't say it right off the bat. It's been quite some time since Hurricane has defeated Desert Hills. Let's just say it was a special, special year for the Tigers. The last time they beat Desert Hills.
Okay, that is a good trivia question. We'll save that for our Bucks Ace Hardware trivia question.
On a second down, Grondell whips it out to the left side, and the catch is made, and a first down. And I believe was that Cyrus Polu in offensively for the Thunder.
Grondell's pass complete to Patterson. That's first down.
Indeed it was. It'll be a first down for Desert Hills.
For the Tigers, first down.
As he's across the 30 out to the 35-yard line. And Grondell has the Thunder set to go again. Apologize for the beeping in the background. We'll get that taken care of momentarily. Grondell on first down. Andreessen up the middle, now moving off left. And he'll pick up 8 yards. Just shy of the 45-yard line. And it'll be second down for Desert Hills. Again, Grondell returning to Hurricane Stadium for the first time, at least in a game format, since his sophomore year 2 years ago. And he put up great numbers as a sophomore for the Tigers, threw for almost 2,000 yards and 12 touchdowns, rushing for 4 touchdowns as well did Grondell in a Hurricane uniform. And now he's in the shotgun, handing out to Andreessen off the left side. He'll pick up first down yardage and more across the 50, and he's down near the 45 of Desert Hills. Clock stops momentarily to move the chains at 10:39 remaining here in quarter number 1. And they'll wind the clock now with the ball reset. And you do have Cyrus Polu in offensively for Desert Hills as just an athlete. You can't just use him on one side of the field or the other. Split out wide to the right for the Thunder. Coy Duckett split out wide right, as well as Topper Pattison. Man in motion is Polu. He'll take it from left to right. He's around the right edge. He's across the 45 down to the 40, and that's where he'll be stopped. Pick up a 5 on first down. Second down and 5 for the Thunder, trying to score on the opening drive. Clock rolling, 9:50 to go. I'm just realizing, AT, that beeping is only in our ears.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay. I don't know if it's going out over the stream or not, or over the air. Thought I was losing my mind for a minute. That's going to be a long night, though, if we have that beeping in the left ear. Go with the one the one headphone move, right? Take one off your ear and just roll with it. 2nd down and 5 for the Thunder. Snap to Grandel, looking left, has pressure, pushed out to the left, throws across his body on the move, and it is broken up, incomplete. Great play defensively for the Tigers in the secondary.
Nice job. They sent 5, and the pressure was coming from the left, so Grandel kind of sprinted out to the left side and threw on a jump, and an amazing play on the outside to break it up on a jump ball situation.
Had good coverage for the Tigers. 3rd down.
And that was number 80 on the far side, Carter Wardle, who had a great game last week against Crimson Cliffs as well.
Not a common number for a defender, a corner, but he's wearing number 80. Wintle in motion, now settles on the right edge. Handoff to Andresen, off tackle left side, cuts it back up the middle, and he's got first down yardage and more inside the 35, down to the 31-yard line of Hurricane. Desert Hills' impressive drive, taking up nearly 3 minutes of game time in the first quarter, trying to set this tone early on for the visiting Thunder.
Yeah, great job by Olin Clausen, offensive lineman for Desert Hills, getting up second level, and that's what makes this team so tough, is that offensive line, so big, so physical, can swallow up linebackers on plays like that.
Desert Hills came into the game averaging just shy of 200 yards per game on the ground. They'll try to do that again. Pump fake, Grandel to the air this time, and he overthrew Cyrus Polu. He had him at the goal line, but he threw it just a little bit too far, incomplete. 3rd down upcoming.
And I like what I'm seeing from Desert Hills, splitting out Cyrus Polo, trying to get the ball in his hands. I think as they go into the postseason, they're going to have to figure out ways to utilize his talents more on offense. And I think it's wise of them to give him more opportunities as a receiver down the field. He's so fast, so athletic, and just overshot him that time.
Clock stopped, 8:44 to go first quarter. Carrick Sangler, Andy Thompson. Throwing back to the Dixie State football days, AT, when we called all those suckers.
Absolutely.
Andresen in motion. He's the dump-off guy. Instead, he goes across the middle, and Wintle makes the catch. Stiff arms a man across the 15, dancing, prancing, out of a tackle down to the 10-yard line, inside to the red zone. What a catch for Wintle.
And Wintle, he catches the ball, and then he's looking for a fight. He's got a big stiff arm. He threw it, and then finally got dragged down. It was Wardle, I think, who grabbed his leg, did a wrestling move, pulled his leg up all the way to his helmet, and that was the only way they could get Wintle down.
So Wintle is built more like a tight end, and maybe that's where he's listed truly, but he's targeted like a regular receiver for this Thunder offense. We'll see if they go to him here in the red zone. 8:05 to play, first quarter. Opening possession of the football game, and it's pistol formation. They'll leave it with Andresen bouncing out to the left. Flag flies, probably coming back. That flag dead center in the middle of the field. Pickup of a couple of yards for the moment, but the Thunder already marching back. Looks like it's going to be a hold, and it'll be first down all over again.
Yeah, good pursuit from the backside by Hurricane, getting in the backfield, which is just what the doctor ordered. First and goal from the 10. And now with the penalty, it'll be back 10 more yards. So if Hurricane can bend and not break here, they've done a pretty good job at that at times this season.
So it's been run, except one completion on the opening drive for Desert Hills. The Thunder are off a season-high 244 yards passing it in their last game. They'll swing it out wide. Cyrus Polo makes the catch, and he's in untouched. And it's 6 points for the Thunder, but hold everything. A yellow hanky sitting on the hash marks about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, right at the line of scrimmage. It was a great idea by Desert Hills. They had quads to the right, diamond formation, 4-on-3, and that's a gimme every time, especially with Cyrus Polo out there. Unfortunately for Desert Hills, they held, and now they're going to be another 10 yards back. It's going to be first and goal from the 30.
First and goal from Bucks Ace Hardware out here on State Street. Big shout out to Bucks Ace, by the way. Pre-game and post-game sponsor. Go check them out. There have been multiple times I've had to stop at this Bucks Ace.
Oh, yeah.
Forget an extension cord, whatever. Run in there, they take care of you. First and goal and a country mile. Here's Grondell. Will whip it out to the right side, and the catch is made by Pattison. And he'll chip away on first down, pick up maybe 8 yards. And it's going to be second and goal from the 25-yard line.
Good chase down tackle by Jackson Weiniger, one of the best tacklers on this Hurricane team this year. Usually gets around double digits every game.
Desert Hills off a 27-7 victory at Snow Canyon last week. Threw for 244 yards on 14 completions, ran for 226 yards as they mixed it very nicely. Second and goal from the 25. Grondell with time. Now the pocket collapses. He's being chased from behind. Gets rid of it. Has his man. And he makes the catch. Tiptoes the sideline. Stays in bounds. And is tackled about the 5-yard line. And that is Coy Duckett on the catch. Wearing number 80.
Fano was coming from behind. It looked like it was like Jaws coming after a swimmer. It was almost in slow motion, but Grondell last second pocket awareness to escape the pocket and make the throw down the field.
So it's going to be third down and goal at the 5-yard line. After the Duckett catch, third completion of the game for Grondell. And you want to talk about winning the time of possession battle. This will help.
Yeah.
Half of the first quarter gone already. And it's Desert Hills trying to punch it in on third and goal from the 3 officially. Fake the handoff to Andresen. Pass across the field. Wintle is wide open. Makes the catch. Touchdown Thunder for the second time on this drive. But this time it counts. 6 points for D Hills.
Really nice design. Third and goal from the 3-yard line. All the receivers on the left ran clear over to the right, and Wintle with a shallow cross against the grain came wide open on a throwback. Great play design there by Desert Hills.
Third touchdown catch of the season for Wintle. We talked about him at the top of the broadcast and what he brings to this Desert Hills offense. What a drive. More than 6 minutes off the clock for Desert Hills. They march down the field and punch it in on the opening possession of the ball game. Can Hurricane match? We'll find out right after this on ESPN 97.7.
Hey neighbor. Great day to be at the reservoir, huh?
What are you doing now, Phil?
Getting ready to go for a bit of a swim here.
Why are you backing your truck into the lake?
Don't worry, I'll roll up the window before I go under.
That's not a submarine, Phil.
See the camper shell from St. George Topper there on the back? That's a top quality Lear shell. Waterproof. I figure I can take my fishing game to the next level. The deep level. That's where you find the big boys.
This isn't going to work out well, Phil.
No, I used waterproof duct tape to seal the undercarriage. I'm onto something here.
I'll start calling search and rescue.
This is Kyle with St. George Topper. Come in now for any new Lear 100XQ shell, and we'll throw in the carpet headliner, fold-down front slider window, and keyless entry upgrades at no extra cost. That's a $680 value.
Boldly going where no...
Well, at least his fishing gear will stay dry in that new Lear camper shell.
St. George Topper. We're on the boulevard. Don't go topless.
Welcome back to the game. Brought to you in part by Bucks Ace Hardware.
Back to Hurricane High School. Jacobs and McRoberts back deep. Watch out. They've had fireworks multiple times. They'll fake the reverse. McRoberts keeping it. Feeling his way at the numbers 15-yard line. Dancing through the hole. Still on his feet. Across the 20 to the 22-yard line. And that is where Hurricane will take over. McRoberts, 3 kick return touchdowns this season, Andy. And I think all 3 of them have come on the reverse, on the return. They faked it there. At the very least, it caused the Desert Hills special team some pause as to, hey, who's got the ball right now?
It's amazing. Worked twice last week against Crimson, worked against Dixie earlier this year. McRoberts is 4th in 4A with touchdowns scored this year. He's got 16 and is our Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch player tonight for the Tigers. He's a one-man firework.
Desert Hills, an excellent run game. Of course, probably won't see Titan Mason tonight. We'll see. But Hurricane, a formidable running attack of its own. And this one is swallowed up and stopped in the backfield. In fact, they'll lose 2 yards on first down. Second down and 12 upcoming. You really got to pay attention with this Hurricane offense. They got guys in motion. They got fake handoffs multiple ways. It can fake you out. You don't even know who's got the football.
Exactly. This was their bread and butter back in the glory days as well. The only difference this rendition is from the shotgun. Desert Hills is so good at getting in the backfield, though.
Roberts is lined up on the left edge. He'll go in motion. He's going to take a handoff, sweep around the right side, cuts it up the middle, bouncing to the outside. He's across the original line of scrimmage and down to the 24-yard line, pick up a 5, 3rd and 7 upcoming.
And kind of similar to last week as far as keys to the game is they're going to have some conversions tonight on 3rd down, throwing the ball through the air. Their bread and butter are those types of plays. That counter is probably their best play with McRoberts this year. But against this team, how physical they are, how good Brock Mui leads I think the team in TFLs this year. He's got 10 sacks, which leads all of 4A. They live in the backfield. You're going to have some plays for losses. You're going to have to make up for that by throwing the ball.
4:25 to go first quarter. It's 3rd down and 7. Tigers trying not to go 3 and out. Gabriel backing up. He's caught up and thrown to the turf. Tried to back away. We've got flag that flies. For now, it's a loss of almost 20 yards on 3rd and 7. There was some oohing and awing about a possible face mask, but that's not what it's going to be. It's against Hurricane. It's declined, and a punt coming for the Tigers.
Man, that's Brock Mui. We were just talking about him. That'll be his 11th sack of the year. He is a killer coming off that edge, and they dance him around. He'll start right. He'll finish left before the snap and come from the left side. Such a dangerous pass rusher.
Helps if you turn your microphone on when you want to talk, by the way. 4 minutes even to go. A dangerous play here as Hurricane set to punt out of its own end zone. Desert Hills return man standing on that Block H logo. Right about the 45-yard line of Hurricane. Good snap. Punt is away. Doesn't go very far. It's going to bounce at the 40 and angle to midfield. And takes a couple of hops and is down at the 49-yard line of Desert Hills. A short field for the Thunder with 3:33 to go in quarter number 1.
Yeah, but impressed with Desert Hills. You know, coming into this game, I was thinking, well, they might come out flat. They're on the road. Hurricane always comes out, geared up, hair on fire, full go. But so far, Desert Hills has come out hitting hard, physical, winning the line of scrimmage like, you know, they're expected to in a matchup like this. And it's been all them so far.
On paper, this matchup is very similar, very close. Hurricane averaging 31 points per game. Desert Hills averaging 27. Thunder up by 7. Here's Grondell, flushed out of the pocket to his left. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's at midfield and lowers the shoulder and runs over a man at the 45-yard line, and a flag flies. We're going to see unnecessary roughness on the quarterback here.
Wow. Is that what they're going to call?
I mean, that's right where the flag is sitting, where that collision took place.
Out of bounds, there's a penalty flag on the
Is it a hit out of bounds on the quarterback?
Yeah, I think that is what it has to be. They're sending numbers at Grondell, which is great, but they're not keeping contained, and that's why he was able to escape. And it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be on Grondell, unsportsmanlike conduct.
The down counts.
And that's a remember the Titans thing, right? When Sunshine does something similar.
Sunshine.
Wow. Rarely see that against the quarterback, but
now I got to believe, without actually seeing a second look at it here, I failed. I didn't get the replay monitor set up for us in here tonight, but the stream is up and running, so that's good. I got to think that maybe there was something right after the hit, maybe a taunt, maybe a look down, maybe. I guess the call was unnecessary roughness. And it's 2nd down. Here's Andresen around the right edge. He's across midfield, 40, 30. He could go 10, 5, touchdown Thunder.
Wow.
No flags. The Thunder say, all right, take away the Grondell run. Here's Andresen. Touchdown, Desert Hills.
Thunder touchdown.
It's, you know, Andreessen's been awesome this whole time in here for the video audience watching the replay. Starting to go left, ISO, and then just cuts right, cuts back again. And then look at the breakaway speed. I mean, the big story coming into tonight was, is Type Mason going to play at all? And Andreessen has looked tremendous in his stead. It's kind of like the 49ers missing McCaffrey, but then the other guy comes in as leading the league in rushing.
Tell you what,
Mason.
Andreessen listed as a sophomore. So grade 10, he's got 2 years after this year. The running game for Desert Hills in good hands when Titan Mason graduates and moves on. It's 14-0 D Hills, 2:55 to go in quarter number 1. We'll be back after this.
That's not good.
What?
Yep, your car's broken.
Oh, come on.
But we can fix it and get you back on the road quickly.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Pro Auto Care in St. George can handle anything under the hood of your Honda, Acura, Toyota, and Lexus. From oil changes to major repairs, quality work at an affordable price. Check them out, yourproautocare.com. That's yourproautocare.com.
Basketball athletes, now's the time to start your preseason speed, power, and vertical jump training program at Intermountain Sports Performance and Nets on Fire. Our all-new velocity-based training program will get you results faster than ever before. Call us at 435-251-2299 to schedule a free training trial and get started today.
Welcome back to the game, brought to you in part by Bucks Ace Hardware.
2:55 to go, first quarter. And Desert Hills has scored on each of its drives. The short kick here will bounce, fielded by McRoberts on the leap. And he comes down with it. He's at the 30, 35, brought down from behind by 3 white jerseys at the 40-yard line. That's how hard it is to bring down Austin McRoberts in that special teams game.
He had to attack the high hop. Otherwise, Desert Hills was a threat to maybe get it, and then he makes so many people miss. I mean, he is so good. He's averaging 45 yards per kick return this year, which leads the state. He is really fun to watch, and hopefully he can get something going here offensively for the Tigers.
For the Tigers, led by the quarterback, Dylan Gabriel. It's a shotgun formation. Jacobs at his right hip. He'll fake to Jacobs, throw to McRoberts out to the right side. He makes the catch, squirts out of 1 tackle, and then is brought down after a pickup of 3 yards. Let's make it 4. They move the stick 1 more yard.
Really like
down and 6.
Really like that on first down. Get McRoberts moving, throwing it to him on the outside of the tackle box where all of Desert Hills' meat is. C.J. Trump had a really good block on the perimeter to help him get a few yards. But even when you execute a play really well, you're still, only getting a few yards. But that's better than a loss against this D Hills team who lives in the backfield.
Hurricane number 16 in the RPI this week. Desert Hills number 11. Just tonight and Wednesday, and the regular season's over. It goes so fast.
Yeah.
2 minutes even to go in quarter number 1. Hurricane taking its time. 2nd down and 6. Pistol formation for Gabriel. And the Tigers, and a flag flies. Delay of game.
It is.
I don't think anybody moved. It's delay of game. Somebody get the play clocks installed down here so they can see the time.
I know, that's got to be one of the most frustrating calls to get against yourself.
And it looks like Hurricane maybe going to take a timeout.
They beat it. They beat it.
They got the timeout first. The back judge threw the flag. So we thought there was a flag. Instead, it's going to be a timeout. 1:52 to go, 14-0 D Hills. 2nd down for Hurricane right after this quick timeout on ESPN 97.7.
Flynn Companies in St. George provides commercial building services to all of Utah. They bring your vision for the building to life without compromise. Flynn's customers have come to expect innovative solutions backed by unparalleled technical expertise and a disciplined approach to project building. Flynn Companies is a proud booster of the Southern Utah community and has literally helped to build it. Visit flynncompanies.com today.
Welcome back to the game, brought to you in part by Bucks Ace Hardware.
1:52 to go, quarter number 1. Derek Segler, Andy Thompson out in Hurricane, Utah for the, 4th time this year? AT?
Yeah, man. Hey, they haven't let us down yet this year. Every game we've done it here has been fun.
On second down, it's McRoberts right up the gut. And he picks up 4 yards. We'll call it third down and a short 3 for Hurricane. I guess a short 3. Is that just 2 yards? Probably could have gone with 3rd and 2 there.
Yeah, this is good, though. You're kind of on schedule with the sticks, and you got many plays in your playbook for this type of situation, and probably in 4-down territory anyway.
Desert Hills in second place right now. Hurricane not far back. D Hills 3-1 in the region. Hurricane is 2-3. Of course, this is the Tigers' final region game of the year. On third down, Gabriel's going to keep it, and he's brought down from behind in the backfield. Moved from side to side to try to see if he could find some space. Never could find a hole to cut up. And it's Lucas Gudarama on the tackle.
Great play. It was a good peek-in block, I think, by McRoberts. He took on Bo Meredith, who was coming 100 miles an hour. And because of the big loss now, you're not in 4-down territory. You're going to have to punt it away.
Back there to punt it away is Kulani Matsuoka. Back deep to receive for the Thunder, I believe, is Zachary Darger. And it's a high punt. And fair catch called for. And then the ball is down at the 25-yard line. 8.7 seconds remaining in quarter number 1, so we will see at least one more play here in the first quarter. After the break, we're going to revisit our keys to the game. Brought to you by Findlay Subaru. However you're joining us tonight, whether it's on the radio side, ESPN 97.7, the audio stream at sportsradio977.com, or on the app, or if you're streaming on YouTube or from sportsradio977.com, thanks for joining us. Beautiful weather tonight. Are we actually going to get some fall weather before we just jump right to the cold? We'll find out. It's supposed to cool down significantly next week. This weather report brought to you by on a first down, end around for Cyrus Polu. From right to left, now he's moving back to the right, still on his feet, back to where he started. Now he cuts it back left. He's got some space, runs over a man at the 30-yard line. He's at the 45 and forced out of bounds at the 50-yard line. My, oh my, Cyrus Polu. Run, Cyrus, run.
Man, he ran 70 yards. I mean, he started left, he got all the way back right, went backwards and around, and they did a great job stringing him out and forcing him back inside. They just couldn't wrap him up, and he is so physical and hard to bring down that he made an incredible run.
A little Parker Kingston impression without the fumble on the punt first. After one quarter of play, Desert Hills 14, Hurricane nothing. You're listening to Region 9 football on your local hometown sports leader, ESPN 97.7. We're back after this.
Flynn Companies in St. George provides commercial building services to all of Utah. They bring your vision for the building to life without compromise. Flynn's customers have come to expect innovative solutions backed by unparalleled technical expertise and a disciplined approach to project building. Flynn Companies is a proud booster of the Southern Utah community and has literally helped to build it. Visit FlynnCompanies.com today.
I've said it before and I'll continue to say it. Lighting is the jewelry for the home. Here at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, we go to every effort to find the latest and greatest new ideas and styles in decorative lighting. You may find it interesting, but we really do get excited about great lighting. We've recently returned home from the latest lighting trade show, where we found a number of exciting pieces. Those items have been arriving, and the showroom is filling up with fantastic new ideas that will make the statements you've been searching for. Come on in and get excited about lighting with us and see what's new. Wilkinson's, 88 East, 1160 South.
Welcome back to Hurricane High School. Start of the second quarter, 14-0 D Hills. Quick review of our Findlay Subaru keys to the game, AT. Let's work from bottom to top on the graphic, because Desert Hills come out in big bro mode. I think the A++
Absolutely.
on that so far for D Hills.
Totally. Not flat at all. And we'll continue on with those keys to the game as play continues.
On first down, run to the left side by Andresen, picks up a yard. And for TV audience. Let's go ahead and throw that graphic back up on the screen.
The next one for Desert Hills was special teams lane discipline, which I think they've been doing pretty good. McRoberts has had a couple good returns. That's how Hurricanes scored 2 of their touchdowns last week against Crimson Cliffs, and they're so deadly with that. So that's always key when you're playing against McRoberts, is don't let him get past you. And so far, decent job, even though he's had 2 pretty good returns. He hasn't gotten to the house, which is kind of a win against this kid.
For Hurricane, D-line keep the linebackers free. Struggling a little bit with that right now. And then offensively, Gabriel throw for conversions. On second down, it's Andresen again, and this time he loses a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 12, back across the 50 down to the 48-yard line of Desert Hills.
And the good thing for Hurricane fans is we have seen them get better throughout the course of games through adjustments, and we might be seeing that now after giving up big plays in the run game. We see their first tackle for loss in this series.
This is a Hurricane team that they've been stout up front. They haven't had a ton of TFLs this year. Only 6 sacks on the year. They'd love to dial one up here. Empty backfield. Grondell across the middle, had Pattison, but up a little bit too high and incomplete. I think the thinking is there. If I'm going to miss, I'm going to miss only where my guy could possibly get it. 4th down upcoming.
And a really well-designed route there, going right down the seam by Pattison against that cover 3, and just overshot him a tad. Would have been 6. And you got to be careful with, I guess it's 4th and long. They're going to kick it. I always say Desert Hills always has an athlete back there punting.
Well, they do. It's Cyrus Polu,
yeah.
Right? It'll be Polu to punt it away and McRoberts to field it. How's that for some end-to-end star power? McRoberts going to call for the fair catch. It takes a bounce and rolls out of bounds inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. What a punt from Cyrus Polu.
And I got to correct myself, Carrick. It's actually not Cyrus.
It's not Cyrus.
It's Bo Meredith. Who's another one of their best athletes. It had been Cyrus for years, but Meredith is the one who pinned that inside the 5-yard line. What a kick.
What is it about those tough-nosed defenders that just make good punters as well?
Yeah, Polu, I mean, he was maybe as a 9th grader was out there punting for him. And then as a sophomore, and I think last year as well. But
almost the whole length of the field to go for Hurricane. They start on their own 3-yard line. And this is dangerous territory here. Offensive line got to hold their place. Gabriel going to hand it off late on the RPO, and he is stuffed, no gain on a run up the middle, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, the big nose tackle in there, Josiah Aho Siva, is just taking up multiple gaps. You're running right into his lap in the middle on that play, and he wants a safety. Luckily for Hurricane, they kept it at about the original line of scrimmage, right at about the 3-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 3. Shotgun formation. Jacobs at the right hip of Gabriel. He's going to take it, spins his way through, carries 2 or 3 guys with him, and it's a 1st down run of 12 yards on 2nd and 10. Wow, how about that one?
Excellent run, just right up the middle to Clyde. I thought he was stuck at the line of scrimmage, Carrick, and there were Thunder players all in that area, and he just got low and kept going forward. What a huge run for a 1st down, getting them away from their own end zone.
And you're right, that was Clyde. I called Jacobs on the play. Got to give credit where credit is due. Clyde's still in the backfield in that pistol formation. They're going to fake it to him. Instead, Gabriel rolls out, throws across the middle. Catch is made by Jacobs, just shy of the 1st down marker. Pickup of 8, 2nd down and 2 upcoming.
Man, dangerous play, dangerous throw. He threw it into triple coverage right in the middle of the field. Had to kind of jump as he was throwing it because he was being pressured. It's going to be tough. I mean, even when you sprint out Gabriel with max protection, shifting everybody to the left side, Desert Hills is still in his face. That was a remarkable throw into traffic by Gabriel to get a good gain there on 1st.
We'll say 2nd down and 3 officially. got to have the 25-yard line for a first down. Shotgun formation. Back at the right hip. And they'll give it to the back. And he goes off tackle left side. He'll pick up 1 yard.
I think that's R.J. Allred.
R.J. Allred on the carry.
Allred, the carry, he'll pick up a yard.
And Desert Hills is sent 5 again that time. And Hurricane kind of ran right into the teeth of it, but Allred did a good job not allowing a loss of yardage.
7:45 to go, second quarter. Clock and time brought to you by Nets on Fire. 14-0 Desert Hills lead on your We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. Desert Hills had the ball 3 times. They've scored twice. Hurricane trying to cut the lead in half, but it's 2nd down and 2 here. And a hard count. That'll help. Should be offsides, unless they're going to say the defensive line was induced. It's Hurricane moving backwards. False start here, maybe. It is false start.
Yeah, that is painful for the Tigers. You have a design hard count going, and the opposition does jump, but maybe there was a flinch before the jump. So now you're going to have to throw for the first.
7:25 to go. Clock stopped, now rolling again after the penalty. And it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 6 for Hurricane. Big play here. Had a little something going after a huge run from their own end zone to get a first down earlier. On 3rd down, pocket collapses. Gabriel starts left, now turns back to his right. On a dead sprint, he'll heave off his back foot deep downfield, and it's knocked to the ground. Intended for McRoberts, and a great play there in coverage by Cummings for the Thunder.
Wow. I mean, really athletic to escape the pocket reverse field and actually give him a chance being pressured. Good job by Dylan just getting out of the pocket and giving his guy a chance on a 50-50 ball, and that's McRoberts. I mean, that's the guy you want to throw it up to. Just a good defensive play to stay with it on a freelance route and just knock it down.
Hey, just great play by Cummings, the defender. There to know where McRoberts is the entire time, jumped it, got in front so he could bat it down.
And sometimes those are the hardest passes to defend, where it's a little underthrown and you're kind of momentum going another way. And
the punt is shanked off the right foot of the punter. It's going to take a spin backwards, and it is downed at the 24-yard line. Hurricane trying to say that maybe it touched a Desert Hills player.
And I think it did, but I think Hurricane may have tapped it into him. And so I think this is going to stay with the Thunder.
The punt went just right off the side of the punter's foot.
The ball did not touch the Desert Hills player. It is first
There's
down.
the explanation from the official. Did not touch the Desert Hills player. Net punt of, we'll call it maybe 10 yards.
Yeah.
That looked like my pitching wedge.
Yeah.
Approach into the green. You know, you hit a great tee shot, sitting pretty, and then shank your next one. Just got to throw in a golf reference with the PGA in town, right?
Yeah, that's right.
There's Andresen on first down, and he'll carry a couple of guys with him across the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Fabulous Freddy's first down, and in to the red zone, brought to you by Flynn Roofing.
Yeah, appreciate Flynn Companies, one of our newest sponsors, for helping us bring you the action tonight. They've helped build the community of Southern Utah. A lot of the commercial buildings around Utah Tech, around SUU, were built by Flynn Companies. FlynnCompanies.com, a big booster of the Southern Utah community.
First Days Hardware Region 9 updates for you after this play. They'll give to Andresen. Moving off the right, cutting back up middle, and it's brought down inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Cedar, 33-3 victory. They had the early game today, the non-region game, opt to play a game, and a big win for the Reds, 33-3 over Logan. Crimson's leading Pineview 22-7, and Snow Canyon is leading Dixie 14-7. All those games in progress, approaching halftime like ours. Second down, and we'll call it 3. A first down is available at the 4-yard line. Drayson.
Nice.
And he's swallowed up, and he'll lose a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 10-yard line.
Good play. Gage Huntsman getting in the backfield. They've had a couple of plays now behind the line of scrimmage, getting through that big offensive line of Desert Hills. And now, 3rd down.
5:04 to go. Chatter up here in the press box. AT saying, hey, where's 32 at? Make sure you know where he is. That's Austin Wintle. He's lined up on the right edge in the tight end position. This is Austin Wintle territory. Play action. They looks at him, fires to him, makes the catch. He's got the first down, but a flag flies. And it's coming back probably on a hold in the backfield, but they called it. Everybody in the stadium knew where it was going, and they still completed the pass, I guess probably with a little help from the hold.
Yeah, that's the guy you want to go to. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Such a monster for this Desert Hills team. Hopefully he's able to pop back up. Appreciate Intermountain Sports Medicine for having trainers at all Region 9 athletic events to keep players safe.
He's down on the far side, just inside the 5-yard line. And teams have been sent to their huddles. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. Just a quick 30-second timeout for the injury. When we come back, 4:40 on the clock. Desert Hills leading late second quarter. We'll be right back on ESPN 97.7.
Hi, it's Tyler with We Win Injury Law. People usually call us when they're involved in a vehicle accident, but there are so many other areas we specialize in. Long story short, if you've been injured, we can help. Maybe you've experienced medical malpractice, or a loved one has suffered nursing home abuse, or even a wrongful death. If so, call us today. You need an experienced injury lawyer who knows how to fight insurance companies. Unlike most lawyers, we are not scared to go to trial to fight for what you deserve. Call us today at 435-688-9558 for your free consultation, or visit us at wewininjurylaw.com.
Wintle is helped up and kind of gets off under his own power. We'll keep an eye on that, see if he's able to return in this game. Thunder already without Titan Mason this week and last week. Can't afford to be losing a guy like Austin Wintle as well. The holding penalty will move it back, and it'll be 3rd down and 15. And now Desert Hills is going to take a timeout as well. So, hey, let's pay some more bills. We'll take it as well. 4:28 to go, 14-0. Thunder lead it. Take the timeout. Come right back.
I've said it before and I'll continue to say it. Lighting is the jewelry for the home. Here at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, we go to every effort to find the latest and greatest new ideas and styles in decorative lighting. You may find it interesting, but we really do get excited about great lighting. We've recently returned home from the latest lighting trade show, where we found a number of exciting pieces. Those items have been arriving, and the showroom is filling up with fantastic new ideas that will make the statements you've been searching for. Come on in and get excited about lighting with us and see what's new. Wilkinson's, 88 East, 1160 South.
As the temperatures drop, so do the prices and interest rates at Findlay Kia. Ready to zip into something new? Whether you're eyeing the stylish Kia Forte, the adventurous Sportage, or the spacious Sorrento, Findlay Kia has the perfect ride for you. With the 2025 models rolling in, now's the time to make your move, because the GM Dave is making deals to clear space. Visit Findlay Kia today.
Welcome back to Hurricane High School on 3rd down. Here's Grondell rolling. Firing. It's Wintle. He's back into the game, makes the catch, short of the first down. Knocked out of bounds. Excuse me, that's Cyrus Polu on the catch, not Wintle. Either way, knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line, 5 yards shy of the first down marker, and it looks like the field goal team is going to jog onto the field. They'll try to go for 3.
Yeah, it was a good job by Hurricane to fly at his legs early after he made the catch. Otherwise, if you go high on him, he's just going to box you all the way to the end zone. Good job by the Tigers to help make him go for the field goal.
And the kick is up, and it is through. About a 20-yarder for the Thunder. And he knocks it through. Wearing number 84. We don't have an 84 on the roster, so we can't get a name. We'll try to get a name for you so we can give credit where credit is due. Either way, 17-0. The Thunder lead it by 3 scores now. 4:17 to go, second quarter. Take another break. Come right back.
Big news, St. George. Appliance Wholesalers Plus just got even better. You already know them for their unbeatable prices on GE and Samsung home appliances. But now, AWP is proud to offer the full lineup of LG appliances, too. That's right. Whether it's the reliability of GE, the innovation of Samsung, or the style and performance of LG, Appliance Wholesalers Plus has it all. And because they're locally owned and operated with lower overhead, they can sell for less. But here's the best part. The same friendly folks you buy your appliances from will also service them. That's real, local service you can trust. So, whether you're upgrading your kitchen or outfitting your laundry room, make Appliance Wholesalers Plus your go-to for all your home appliance needs. Visit ApplianceWholesalersPlus.net or give them a call at 435-673-1599 to learn more. Appliance Wholesalers Plus. Better prices, better service, and always local.
Welcome back. Jackson Beckstrom on the made field goal and the ensuing kickoff for the Thunder. And it is fielded. And they'll hand it off on the reverse. And it's across the 20 and out of bounds, probably the 22-yard line is where Hurricane will take over.
Now with 4 minutes left, Hurricane can just kind of run their offense. They've got plenty of time, and they would kill to have some sort of a sustained drive in this first half. It's been tough. Having a lot of plays go for losses kind of gets them off schedule.
Good time to revisit our Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch. Austin McRoberts for Hurricane. One-man firework. He's amazing in all three phases and just an expert on the counters. They'd love to dial up an Austin McRoberts special on this drive. Gabriel on the read option, keeps it, fakes the end-around sweep, and then takes it 6 yards up the middle. 2nd down and 4 upcoming. Huge drive here, AT, for Hurricane. There's plenty of time here, 3:55 to go. Tigers going to get the ball coming out of the locker room as well. So you punch one in here, get the ball to start the second half, punch one in there, and it's a whole new ball game.
I mean, you hold them to a field goal. If you can have a drive, yeah, you're absolutely right. A big opportunity to have some mojo going for you into the locker room.
It'll be McRoberts and C.J. Trump split out wide right, empty on the left side. They'll swing it to McRoberts, makes the catch, runs into his own guy. Offensive lineman was coming back to try to make the block, and he knocked over McRoberts. Picks up a couple of yards still on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3 upcoming.
And it's the disruptive Brock Mui who does a good job just flying in here and making the throw hard, but then the offensive lineman just by himself, it looked like, kind of clipped his runner.
And we've got a timeout on the field. Referee saying his timeout, unless we got an equipment thing. They're going to send off Desert Hills player Darger. He'll get sorted out.
For one play to the blood rule.
Oh, he got blood. Referee's mic is working great in the stadium
Sounds
side.
great, yeah.
It's amazing actually being able to tell what they're doing down there. 2:48 to go, second quarter. 3rd and 4 here, big one for the Tigers. Here's Jacobs. And he bounces around the left end. Needed 4, got 5. He's out to the 31-yard line, and the Tigers, a big, fabulous Freddy's first down to keep it rolling.
Yeah, one of only a few in the first half. Good job. I thought he may have been going a little bit too much horizontal instead of going at the sticks, but he knew what he was doing. Cut back and got to the flag for the first down.
Brody Jacobs on the first down. Darger back in for the Thunder. Got the blood cleaned up. He roams the secondary for Desert Hills, waiting for an opportunity to get an interception. D Hills, 10 interceptions this year as a team. Meanwhile, I think 14 for Hurricane as well. Both of these teams have been excellent on the pass defense. Here's Gabriel up the middle, spinning left, still on his feet, and he'll break free for about a 6-yard pickup. And 2nd down and 4 upcoming.
Nice run, and he is such a huge facet of their four-headed monster. He's been such a good runner all year, reading on a play like that, pulling it and running. He's kind of limping a little bit on his left leg, but in order for this team to be successful, he's got to be effective, making a quick read and running physically, and that's what he did. That spin move has been deadly for him all year, getting into open space.
He went out of bounds. The clock will stop. 1:53 remaining. Ball out to the 37-yard line. Here's Gabriel, kept it on the RPO instead of giving to McRoberts, and he's swallowed up, loses 2 yards. 3rd down and 5 upcoming.
And that was Riker May was just coming in on a blitz from the middle, and he was back there on the mesh, so it may have been whether you give it or keep it, he's going to swallow up whoever has the ball. And Gabriel down on the turf.
You mentioned he was kind of shaken up after the play before. He kind of got up after being tackled on this play, took a couple of steps, and then went right back down. I hope he's okay. Such a huge part of this Hurricane offense. We'll take the timeout. 1:37 to go. 17-0. Desert Hills the lead. Injury timeout will come back on ESPN 97.7.
Wendy's knows everyone hates cold, soggy fries. That's why at Wendy's, they serve them up hot and crispy every time. Yep, Wendy's means always hot and crispy every single time. So don't risk going somewhere else. With natural skin-on potatoes, every order of hot and crispy fries is prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt every time. Head to your St. George Wendy's today to get your hot and crispy fries and make every day a fry day.
Feeling held back by pain? It's time to discover Dixie Chiropractic, where we're all about making life extraordinary. Whether you need to recover from a car accident or if you're just tired of chronic pain, we're here to help you live your best life. We don't just treat symptoms, we get to the root of the issue. Dr. Ward Wagner and his team use cutting-edge methods to ensure your journey to wellness is as effective as it is compassionate. Visit DixieChiro.com or call Dixie Chiro at 435-673-1443 to live life pain-free.
DixieChiro.com.
Welcome back to Hurricane High School. The good news is that Dylan Gabriel was able to get up and walk off under his own power. We'll keep an eye on him. He'll have to come out for this play. Who is that? It's got to be one of the backs, kind of in a wildcat formation, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a number.
It's 14.
14.
14.
Yeah.
I think it's Cowan. No, Kruger Ashby.
We'd like to thank our sponsors.
Or
Big Rock Homes.
Multiple 14.
Yeah, it could be Talon. Or no, Talon's not listed as a quarterback either.
Mountain Mike's Pizza, Mountain View Dental, Pioneer.
We'll try to
Rock Shops.
Figure out who exactly that is at quarterback.
Appreciate Dixie Chiropractic helping us bring you the timeouts again this year. Check out Dixie Chiropractic, also Disc Herniation Center of Southern Utah. If you're suffering with back pain, they know how to get you out of pain. Dr. Ward Wagner and his awesome staff have the best experience and technology in town to help you be pain-free. Check out the Dr. Ward Wagner Be Pain-Free radio show every weekend on 890 KDXU. Looks like it is Cannon Cowan, Carrick.
Cannon Cowan. Although I'm not sure that's number 14 out there now. Oh, it is 14. They'll hand off to McRoberts around the right edge. And he's to midfield. Pushed out of bounds. Moves the chains.
And they haven't had a lot of success running around the edges that time. McRoberts kind of faked inside and then last second cut out and beat the containment man to the edge for another fabulous Freddy's first down for the Tigers.
So Cowan in at quarterback. Looked at two different rosters, and his name was not by number 14. But that's who we're told it is. In the shotgun now. McRoberts in motion. They'll fake it to him, give to Jacobs. He cuts out the middle. And he gets 1 yard to the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 9 upcoming.
And we'll see if they trust the backup quarterback here to throw the ball with now less than a minute left.
Clock is rolling. Hurricane not in a huge hurry here. 43 seconds remaining. Down to 40 now. And the snap comes at 39. Here's Cowan. Steps up, fires across the middle. Incomplete. Kind of a wobbly throw, but it hit McRoberts right in the hands at the first down marker. It's incomplete.
Yeah, he kind of stepped aggressively up in the pocket. Brock Mui was coming off that right edge unblocked. And he flung it in there, and you're right. It kind of snuck through a bunch of Thunder players.
Of course, Cowan, just a freshman. But he's being thrust into some varsity action here. Nothing like that. Imagine, you know, he leads Hurricane in for a score here. He's going to be the big man on campus if he can help engineer a comeback here. They're going to fake the handoff. He'll roll out to his right, fires across the middle, and it's tipped and intercepted. The Thunder have it off the McRoberts tip. And here comes Desert Hills the other way at midfield. Still on his feet and tackle out of bounds across the 40 to the 35-yard line. So unfortunate for Hurricane. The pass was on target, kind of through traffic again, but it hit McRoberts in the hands again and popped into the air, and this time was intercepted.
Yeah, I love the play, sprinting him out left. He had blockers in front of him, so he had time and delivered a strike.
And this time,
I think sometimes for receivers, it's like it's hard to adjust to a new quarterback maybe on the fly, but definitely had a chance to make the play there.
Well, this time he got his hands on it. The defender hit him. It kind of popped the ball straight up. And in going to get the ball a second time, one of his hands came around, and instead of securing the football, it just, boom, it just hit it, popped it into the air. And then the interception for Desert Hills by Cooper Clark.
There is no foul for unsportsmanlike conduct.
And they're going to wave off a possible unsportsmanlike conduct call. And now how about this? 26 seconds remaining for Desert Hills. How aggressive do you want to be here? You feel like you could almost...
Absolutely. I'd watch Saipolu in the slot of the trips.
Now the referee's going to come in at the last minute. Say, hey, we need to have a little powwow here. What do you think they're discussing down there, AT? Spot of the ball, time on the clock, positioning.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck he's doing. Maybe confirming the clock time. Yeah, he's looking at his watch.
Yeah. And now a flag. Offsides.
Encroachment, defense number 13.
Didn't even look like Hurricane was set yet.
Don't you have to wait until the ball snapped to call that?
I mean, if it's egregious enough, if they come into the neutral zone before the play starts, right?
Yeah.
And if they kind of cross that magical threshold there,
on the Tiger 29.
Desert Hills saying, hey, just give us a free play on it. Let us throw one to the end zone. Now on 1st and 5, Grondell firing near sideline. Catch is made. Swings around, and he's inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Coy Duckett.
He's been awesome.
His second catch of the night. Clock will stop just long enough for Desert Hills to get it set up from the 5-yard line. Boy, this could be a backbreaker.
Yeah. I mean, I thought they were going to work, and he did. He kind of ran a post, but they threw the out route, and good job by Duckett to make a play after the catch, spinning back towards the middle. And he has been awesome tonight after the catch for Desert Hills. And now 16 seconds left on the 5. You can do a bunch of stuff. The throwback worked earlier. Wintle not in the game right now, I don't think, or at least he wasn't. So options with Polu.
Of course, we haven't seen Grondell keep only once.
Yeah.
When he ran over a man and got called for unnecessary roughness in his return here to Hurricane High School. On the season, Grondell does have one rushing touchdown. Around 250 yards rushing so far on the year. So maybe roll him out, let him try to run it in as well. Of course, only 16 seconds. You don't want to get tackled inbounds. Here's the snap to Grondell. He is going to keep it to the 5, diving for the end zone. He got it. Touchdown, Desert Hills, Garrett Grondell.
And great patience by Grondell. They brought in their heavy package. He had 2 horses in front of him blocking, and he lurched over the goal line for another touchdown. TV audience will get a replay of it here.
I'm kind of feeling like prime Tony Romo over here. I predicted that play. I called Grandel on the keeper.
Prime Tony. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's 2 or 3 years ago, right? He takes a lot of flack nowadays. Have you seen that?
He does get a lot of hate.
On the social medias.
I still love him.
I don't think he's that bad. But then again, I've never had a problem with Joe Buck over the years either. 12 seconds remaining. And Desert Hills taking advantage of the first turnover of the ball game. We'll keep it right here because we're going to have an extended halftime break here in just a couple of minutes. But AT, man, talk about backbreakers. And we were just a few minutes ago talking about Hurricane going down and possibly scoring and then getting the ball to start the second half. And now a turnover and a couple of quick plays, and Desert Hills up 24-zip with 12 ticks.
Yeah, it was tough for Hurricane when you kind of have a 4-minute drill planned. Your starting quarterback's out. But credit Cowan, he came in and was confident. You know, he threw some tough passes into traffic that were kind of on the money. And unfortunate for Hurricane, they were picked off. But Desert Hill's so big and strong. And shout out to Riker May, the linebacker, who comes in that shotgun kind of power package they have, and throwing blocks out there for Grandel, who got into the end zone.
So Desert Hills will kick it away. Again, Hurricane will have the ball to start the second half. Imagine, maybe they'll try some trickery here. But if they have to run a play, I imagine they'll just kneel this thing out, try to get to the second half. And they're going to kick this one short. They're going to say, hey, you're not going to let you run that trick play. And it's fielded at the 30-yard line, and he goes almost nowhere. They're going to give him almost the 35, I guess, on forward progress. 8 seconds remaining. Desert Hills said, I guess there's one way to stop that trick play.
Yeah.
Is to kick it away from the return guys.
Yeah, I think that was a smart play. And at what point does a trick play become just kind of the default play for Hurricane?
That's just the return play, right?
But even when teams have been prepared for it, like the last, I think, couple after they did that against Dixie, they're still able to execute it. So I think a wise play there in special teams by Desert Hills. And now Hurricane will just kneel this one out and head into the locker room.
Cowan still in at quarterback, and he'll take it and kneel down on it. And that will wind off the final 8 seconds of play here in quarter number 2. 24 minutes of football in the books at Hurricane High School. And from start to finish here in half number 1, it has been all Desert Hills as the Thunder march down on their first 2 possessions, score 2 touchdowns, cash in on a field goal later, and then take advantage of a late second quarter interception thrown, tip drill interception, and big return, and then punch it in by Garrett Grandel. 5-yard run to push it to 24-0. 2 quarters in the books. We'll take the timeout, come back with the InfoWest halftime report. We'll break it all down, give you some Herstays Hardware's updates from around the region. We'll take a look at some Wilkinson stats and scoring summaries, and we'll get you all caught up. InfoWest halftime report coming up, 24-0. Thunder lead it. Back after this.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find a helpful face. Someone welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. At
To recover from a car accident, or if you're just tired of chronic pain, we're here to help you live your best life. We don't just treat symptoms, we get to the root of the issue. Dr. Ward Wagner and his team use cutting-edge methods to ensure your journey to wellness is as effective as it is compassionate. Visit DixieChiro.com or call Dixie Chiro at 435-673-1443 to live life pain-free.
DixieChiro.com. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
See Hearst first and refresh your home with Ace's Red Hot Pies. Check out the Ace Paint Collection with durability for everyday life. Save $2 on Kills Primer and select Rust-Oleum Spray Paint is 2 for $13. Switch out that air filter with buy 3, get 1 free savings. And buy more, save more on cleaning supplies for every part of your home. Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You're listening to the Info West Halftime Show. Got a lightning fast look at the first half stats, big plays, and scores from around the region.
Welcome back to Hurricane High School. It is halftime, and that it means it is time for the Info West Halftime Report. Go check them out, infowest.com, for the fastest internet in southern Utah. Go check them out, InfoWest. They're starting to get fiber in lots of places as well, too. So InfoWest.com, go check them out. The internet people, go tell my boy Fred hi over at InfoWest.
Your neighbor, right?
He'll take good care of you. Yeah, everybody's neighbor, right?
Yeah.
He'll take good care of you. He'll hook you up with the best internet in southern Utah. It's halftime, 24-0. Desert Hills leading it. Carrick Segmiller, Andy Thompson with you as we relive the glory days of Division II football broadcasting over at then Dixie State. We called some good ones back then.
Yeah.
We may go down as one of the only broadcasting crews for a long time in the NCAA era to call a winning season over there at the program.
Yeah.
We hope not. We hope they can get that thing turned around and get some winning some games there. But anyway, back here, 24-0. Thunder leading it, and just a penny for your thoughts as we dive into this InfoWest halftime report. Has there been anything that's jumped out at you, anything that surprised you, maybe the most surprising thing, maybe just the fact that it is a shutout? Maybe you thought Hurricane at least would punch one in.
Coming into this game, like you said on paper, I mean, Hurricane rushes for about 200 yards per game. Desert Hills slightly less than that, like 196. Hurricane 250 points this year total, which leads the region on offense. I know, it depends on if you look at region play versus overall, but I think what surprised me most, based on what my expectation was for Desert Hills, was Desert Hills has been rolling since that Crimson Cliffs loss last week, going to Snow Canyon and dominating that game. I thought Hurricanes' chance early in this game was to jump on them because Hurricanes always ready to play. They're always ready to play at the beginning of games. They're always ready to play coming at a halftime. Like, they do not take quarters off, plays off, whatever. They chip on their shoulder, come in and play hard. And it's not that they didn't play hard. It was just that Desert Hills was full bore, physical, running the football, methodical first drive that takes some of the wind out of the stadium. So credit Coach Taps, credit Desert Hills coming on the road, ready to play in a game where you're the favorite. You played like that in the first half.
Desert Hills is always so tough against the run. I mean, they're known for just hard-nosed football, right? They got huge guys up front offensively. They got huge athletic guys defensively on the defensive line, always, year in and year out. They just got a pipeline over there that they just grow them differently out there. So it's going to be tough to establish the run. I have a couple of notes here for Hurricane coming into the game tonight that I didn't get to share pregame. And I just jotted down on my lunch break today as I was making a few last-second cramming before the test. I wrote, Hurricane will need to throw the ball effectively to win. D. Hills has been super tough against the run. And maybe a couple of completions in the first half. They did try to open it up and throw when they had to, but an interception, a tip drill interception for Desert Hills. And the run game has been somewhat effective for Hurricane tonight. They've been able to kind of move it around, get some guys going, but if you can't get both sides going, Hurricane or Desert Hills can just key in on that run and do what they do defensively
and slow this Hurricane Tigers offense down.
Yeah, and that's the challenge for Hurricane. Unless McRoberts breaks a 60-yard run or something like that, if you're going to run, you're going to have to run 12, 15 plays effectively running the football to march methodically down and score on this Desert Hills team. So they're going to have to convert third downs, throwing the ball. I think the design of the plays have been great. Spreading them out. They've had there's been a lot of pressure,
drops.
but yeah, there's been some drops. The 50-50 ball that Dylan Gabriel put up for McRoberts was just well defended by the free safety back there. So obviously the run game is the biggest thing, but if they want to get back in this game, make it close, they're going to have to convert third downs and limit the amount of plays that go for a loss in the run game.
Desert Hills defensively this season, only one game over 200 yards rushing allowed. Can you guess which game that was? Crimson Cliffs.
Oh, yeah.
Desert Hills gave up 264 yards in that game. Otherwise, 82, 165, 152, 60, 119, 101. So Hurricane, like you said, unless they can break one, it's going to be tough sledding in this second half. But we'll see if maybe some of those misconnections and some of those drops, if they can convert some of those in the second half to try to open things up for their run game.
And this Desert Hills defense, with what Mooie's doing off the edge, Bo Meredith is so quick at that linebacker position, reading the play and getting downhill and getting to the running back oftentimes before he can get to the line of scrimmage. Riker May has been awesome too. So this is a very talented defense. And I think Desert Hills is excited to prove to 4A once the playoffs start, like, we're better than our seed. We may have had times this year where we didn't perform as well offensively and stuff like that, but we're physical enough in the trenches. And coming into this year where they lost a couple of their biggest name guys, the Toffas, they're showing, we can lose those guys and still be one of the most physical teams in 4A, and they're showing that here tonight against Hurricane.
And I can tell you what, they may not go in as the favorite, to win it all, but they're a team that I guarantee you that not a lot of teams will necessarily want to play in the early rounds of the 4A tournament this year. Let's dive into our Wilkinson stats and scoring for you. We'll just give you a scoring summary, AT. Desert Hills had the ball first and took more than half of the first quarter on the opening drive and just methodically run, short pass. Grondell looked amazing on that drive. His return to Hurricane High School here, played his freshman and sophomore years here in a Tigers uniform, ran over a guy on that first drive, got called for unnecessary roughness. You don't always see that, getting called on the quarterback, but he leads the Thunder down, and then a 5-yard pass. It took 2 tries. They scored 1 touchdown, got called back on a penalty, and then a 5-yard pass, just beautifully designed. Wintle leaked out to the left side, and Grondell hit him. That would be the first Desert Hills score to make it 7-0. After a stop, they get the ball back, and it only took a couple of plays before Andresen broke a huge one around the right edge. He went 61 yards to the house to make it 14-0. The Thunder would add a field goal late in the second quarter to make it 17-0. We thought maybe Hurricane would drive down and score. It was looking that way for just a moment, but a tip drill interception and a great return set up Garrett Grondell on a 5-yard scamper into the end zone to make it 24-0. Those are your Wilkinson's stats and scoring summary. Light it up, Region 9. Since 1946, Wilkinson's House of Lighting has been a fan of all Southern Utah sports. Lights, fans, and fixtures, they've got it all. Contractors and homeowners, always welcome at Wilkinson's.
Yeah, love Wilkinson's. And that Andresen kid, man. I mean,
he's a sophomore.
They've got I don't know, you call Mason a Lamborghini or something like that. And then in the garage, they have this kid who's another good car. I'm not a car guy, but
I'm not a car guy either.
They got a Maserati
there
back
you go.
there, sophomore, who comes in and just, physical, patient with it. And this offensive line has got to be so fun to be a running back for as well. They've really come out, set the tone early in the game and all throughout the first half, and Andresen has been tremendous. And like you said, bright future for this Desert Hills program as just a sophomore.
It's almost not fair when you think about it, and everything that they're able to do, just plug and play. Number one goes down, and it's just, okay, no problem. Here we go.
So they had Tyden Morris. I don't know if you remember him.
Yes.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
He was a monster.
And then it's like nobody can live up to him. And then Titan Mason comes in the next year, drops 2,002 yards in a single season. He's having a similar year this year, but just suffering with injuries. And then you have Andresen come in, and he looks really good too.
Let's do this. We'll take a break. Insider Info is halftime report. There's your Wilkinson stats and scoring. When we come back, Hearst-Dace Hardware Region 9 update. So take a look around the region and around the state and let you know some of the other scores as some of those northern Utah scores start to be a little bit more relevant as we get closer and closer to the playoffs. Maybe we can pull up kind of the RPI and the bracket, and we were kind of talking about that on the way over here, AT, you know, where things would be should the playoffs start today. It's coming up right after this in the InfoWest Halftime Report.
Remember when Main Streets used to be a magical place where you could get an ice cream, shop for toys and clothes, or get the tools you needed all in one place? Well, Buck's Ace Hardware is bringing the magic of Main Street to State Street and Hurricane with a brand new 40,000 square foot store. Get some fresh popcorn, check out the best tools, home decor, toys, games, have an ice cream, and enjoy the nostalgic Main Street experience. Buck's Ace grand opening in Hurricane is coming November 7th.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
What's up, Southern Utah? This is Casey Winters from Nets on Fire, where it is always basketball season. The new school year is here, which means basketball season is only a few months away. Get your game on point at Nets on Fire. We have amazing expert trainers ready to work you out in a group or individual training. Hustle over to netsonfire.org to see our full schedule of individual training, group training, camps, leagues, tournaments, and events. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Feeling held back by pain? It's time to discover Dixie Chiropractic, where we're all about making life extraordinary. Whether you need to recover from a car accident or if you're just tired of chronic pain, we're here to help you live your best life. We don't just treat symptoms, we get to the root of the issue. Dr. Ward Wagner and his team use cutting-edge methods to ensure your journey to wellness is as effective as it is compassionate. Visit DixieChiro.com or call Dixie Chiro at 435-673-1443 to live life pain-free.
DixieChiro.com.
Look, Mom! I drew you a dinosaur!
Son of a brontosaurus! Not ideal. Your kid using Sharpie on the living room wall. Ideal. Ideal Home and Paint's Kelly Moore paint selection. Make your house, flaws and all, look its very best with a little help from Kelly Moore Paint at Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal Home and Paint, your local paint experts in Southern Utah since 1975.
Welcome back to Hurricane High School. InfoWest Halftime Report. Thunder leading it 24-0 over Hurricane. Eric Segmuller, Andy Thompson with you. Time now for some Hearst-Dace Hardware Region 9 updates. 2 other games in the region. Actually, 3 other games. Yeah. Cedar, instead of taking a break, went and played a non-region game. And we'll give you that score first. They beat up on Logan. 33-3 was the final in that game. Let's see if we can get some stats on there. Not a lot of stats there, but a lot of Cedar. Trace Overson scored a touchdown. Jake Jenkins had a field goal. Crew Giles caught a 12-yard pass from Mad. Jake Jenkins, another field goal. Caleb Pauly, 22-yard run. And Jackson Mann with a 2-yard run for Cedar to win that game 33-3 in non-region action. Cedar's probably a team that you don't want to take too lightly going into the first round or two of this state tournament either here in just a couple of weeks. Scores around the region. Over at Pineview, Crimson Cliffs leading the Panthers 29-14 at the half. And Pineview battling, trying to keep the pace over there. Malachi Alofapo, 38-yard touchdown pass from Ryder Sherritt. Makafiafia would answer with a 3-yard run to tie it at 7s. And then Crimson scored 3 straight touchdowns. McCord Chris Jansen, 3 runs there. And then Brock Harris, good for Brock, getting back in the touchdown scoring column, 34-yard pass from Levi Shaw. And it's 29-14. Over at Snow Canyon, the old Dixie Snow Canyon rivalry, right? It's we bleed blue and we make them bleed blue. Dixie and Snow Canyon, 14-14. Tied
over at SCHS. And Snow Canyon would score the first 2 touchdowns to take a 14-0 lead. Brody Lounsbury with a 1-yard run to make it 7-0. And Andrew Castro had a 35-yard fumble recovery return to make it 14-0. But from there, Dixie would score back-to-back touchdowns. Tano Anzalone with a 5-yard run, and Nathan Forsyth, 48-yard pass from Wyatt Truman, and it's 14-14, all knotted up over at Snow Canyon High School. We'll keep an eye on that one as we continue to go on. We're almost ready to jump back into the action here at Hurricane High School. The Tigers will have the ball first. AT, what do you want to see for this Hurricane offense? I think if you don't score, got to move the chains a couple of times at least, right? Establish some momentum, kind of flip the field at least. And obviously, Hurricanes thinking touchdown or bust. Absolutely. On this opening drive. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if, in fact, Dylan Gabriel is back in there to start the second half. I liked what they did a couple times in the first half where they threw little screen passes on first down to get it out of the box, get it out of the way of those linebackers and defensive linemen. And I would like to see more of that if I'm a Hurricane Tiger fan tonight.
12 minutes up on the third quarter clock. That'll do it for the InfoWest halftime report, and we will dive right back into the broadcast. Carrick Segmiller, Andy Thompson with you. And the ever-dangerous McRoberts and Jacobs back on the return for Hurricane. McRoberts going to take it. Now he angles to the side. Jacobs just blocking this time, and McRoberts goes down just shy of the 15-yard line. We'll give him the 13. A little slow to get up. And that is Hurricane will take over.
Good job by Borgeson. Heat-seeking missile there on special teams. Didn't make the tackle, but flew in and made McRoberts almost come to a complete stop. Got a big mid on him, but was able to prevent him from getting close to his average, which is over 40 yards per return this year.
Dixie has connected on a field goal. They lead at 17-14 early third quarter.
Wow, good for the 2 non-Rand Sawyer touchdowns, by the way, for the Flyers.
Is he playing?
I don't know. I had that same question when I saw he wasn't the one scoring.
Here we go on first down. Jacobs in motion. Instead, they give to McRoberts right up the middle. And he'll bang his way forward to the 20-yard line, pick up a 5. And it'll be second down and 5 for the Tigers.
They always come out good. You know, if you remember last week against Crimson Cliffs, Hurricane came out awesome in that second half. We'll see if they can put something together here. Nice run there on first down.
Yeah, Hurricane scored 20 points against Crimson. Of course, 2 of those were kickoff returns. On second down, around the right edge on that play, Connor Clyde, and they're going to give him the first down. Looked like he might have been a little short, but now they say, nope, move the chains. Needed 5, got 5, and a first down for the Tigers.
And I like using Clyde. You know, he got a couple carries in that first half, but they're big-time playmakers are Jacobs and McRoberts coming around on those sweeps. But Clyde, they got to keep him honest, the linebackers honest in the middle, and Clyde's done a great job.
Clock rolling, 10:48, early third quarter. 24-0 up on your We Win Ninja Last scoreboard. McRoberts on the sweep, working his way around the left edge. Now cuts it back up the middle, and he'll pick up 4 yards. When it looked like he had nothing, he'll pick up 4. In fact, give him 5.
Yeah.
Second down and 5 upcoming.
These running backs are running hard. There was nothing there, and good job. I think it was Jacobs who laid a block. Otherwise, it could have been a TFL for Desert Hills and McRoberts.
Connor Clyde back into the game as he and Jacobs going to trade places. And actually, Jacobs is in there still, lined up on the right edge. Shotgun formation with Clyde at the right hip. And now McRoberts in motion. High snap. It's brought down. They give to McRoberts on the sweep from left to right. It'll pick up 3 yards. 3rd and 2 upcoming. And I'm not sure if we did note yet or not, AT. If you did, I missed it. Gabriel is back in at QB for the Tigers, so good sight there for Hurricane fans.
And they brought in the heavy package again. This is usually Gabriel keeping it himself in a short yardage situation.
3rd down and 1.
got to move the sticks. And here's Gabriel trying to go right up the middle. Where are they going to mark him? Ooh, that's going to be so close. Desert Hills saying 4th down. Hurricanes saying 1st down. And now the referee saying, yeah, Fabulous Freddy's 1st down. Move the sticks, boys. Good job getting it. Gabriel took a second to pop up. A good sight seeing him back up ready to go after a Fabulous Freddy's 1st down. So there we go. We've accomplished already what we talked about before this drive. At least move the chains a couple of times.
Yes,
so if you don't score, you flip the field.
Yeah.
But Hurricane has other plans here. 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Opening drive of the 2nd half. And Dylan Gabriel and the Tigers trying to make some noise here, show some life. And here's a run off the left edge, running into the back of his blocker and then cutting it back up the middle. He'll pick up 1 yard. I believe that was RJ Allred on the carry.
Great job by...
They're going to say Clyde. There's too many weapons, too many guys that can run the ball on this team to get it right every single time.
Great play by Lucas Guadarrama. I know, there's 4 guys. They all look the same.
Who's got the ball?
Guadarrama blew up the block, didn't make the play, but great job clogging the gap there defensively.
2nd down and 8 upcoming. They give him 2 yards on the carry. Fake the handoff to Clyde. They'll swing it out to McRoberts. Breaks a tackle. Cuts inside right at midfield and falls across into Desert Hills territory to the 49-yard line. And a pickup of close to 11 yards on the play. Fabulous Freddy's 1st down, and the chains move again.
Really nice play. I like lining him up in the slot and just letting him run an out in one-on-one coverage as opposed to making him run a bubble and throwing a screen to him. And I love watching McRoberts run because he's never going to go out of bounds. Even though he had the 1st down, he wanted contact and went right for the guy on the other team. And
I want to see some official yak numbers, yards after contact for McRoberts. It's got to be off the charts. And here's a run off the right edge. And a 1st down and then some for the Tigers. And that time it was Allred. No, it's Clyde again.
The front of his jersey looks like 16. The back of his jersey looks like 15, right?
My goodness. This time he's saying, I need a breather after that one, but a big run from Connor Clyde inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line. And Hurricanes got something cooking here. Two receivers split out wide left. Shotgun formation and a pistol for the Tigers. They give to Jacobs. He's free across the middle.
Yeah.
And tripped up after a pickup of 13 yards inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line, knocking on the door of our Flynn Roofing red zone for the first time tonight. And now a flag flies after the play. Way after the play. Some unsportsmanlike, a little extracurriculars.
It looked to me like the ref who threw it was back by...
He was back by the Hurricane
by
huddle.
Hurricane, but maybe Gabriel just signaled that it's against the other guys. I don't know what's happening out there.
Saying, hey, boys, we don't have any permission slips for these extracurricular activities. It's against the rules. We'll see what the call is. Got to check the mic. Unsportsmanlike against Desert Hills. We're chuckling because he went to signal unsportsmanlike, and he hit, who was that?
I think that was
Alfano.
Yeah.
Right in the head.
It was a comedy of errors because one of the Hurricane Tigers picked up the flag, and one of the refs said, you know, don't do that.
And the ref hits the guy in the head. Into the red zone go the Tigers after the penalty. And they'll give this one off the right edge. And some extracurriculars again. No flag this time. They'll pick up 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line.
By the way, stay tuned for our Bucks Ace Hardware trivia question. Carrick's got it tonight. And we'll be asking that.
It's a good one.
In the next minute or so.
You got the phone number all dialed up?
Yeah,
Let
get
the
ready.
Folks know where they can answer this question. Someone's got to know this one.
Yeah, 900-3776.
Someone here in H-Town better know the answer to this question. Because it's a magical season
that this trivia question occurred in. Here's Gabriel. Slant route inside where there's a defender draped across. McRoberts, official says no. Incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 6. There's a first down available just inside the 3-yard line.
Really good design. Gabriel just threw it. He threw it hard and in front of his receiver, just a little bit too far in front, and was some preliminary contact, but not enough to warrant a flag.
Third quarter trivia brought to you by Bucks Ace Hardware. When was the last time that Hurricane defeated Desert Hills?
Great question. 900-3776.
Fake it to Clyde. Gabriel keeps it, and he's swallowed up in the backfield. He loses 4 yards, make it 3 yards. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down and 10. And it's go time.
And it was Borgeson. I don't think he was the read man. I think Gabriel was reading somebody else, and Borgeson just came through and ate him up. That's happened a couple times tonight against Hurricane. Sometimes those read plays, when a team like Desert Hills is just so good at getting in the backfield and penetrating, it doesn't matter what the read is, it's going to get blown up.
Big time play here. Clyde at the left hip of Gabriel in the shotgun. McRoberts in motion. They're going to give to McRoberts. Now they pitch it. Here's Jacobs around the right edge, inside the 10, the 5, diving for the first down marker. Where did he step out of bounds? Is he 1 yard shy? Oh, man.
The far side official had it short. We'll see if he's overruled. No, he's not going to be.
Oh, man. The guy
what an
keeping
awesome
the
play.
downs has already changed it to first down, and it's going to be back to Desert Hills. Turnover on downs. My goodness, what a well-designed play. And it looked like Jacobs was going to get it.
Yeah.
But he stepped out of bounds right as he needed to leap forward and try to extend for the first down.
Perfect time to dial that up. Executed it really well. Credit Desert Hills for recovering enough to just get him short of the line to gain. And tough for Hurricane.
Like Desert Hills in the first quarter, Hurricane just burned more than half of the third quarter, and they're scoreless. Nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. Here's Andresen right up the middle. And the chains are going to move. Pickup of 11 yards. Bucks Ace Hardware trivia again. Third quarter trivia. When was the last time that Hurricane defeated Desert Hills? What's that number again?
435-900-3776. Winner gets a Bucks Ace Hardware gift card. And that's good for anybody. They have everything.
Grondell keeps it on the RPO. Looked like he was going to be stopped in the backfield. Instead, he'll turn it into a 5-yard pickup on 2nd and 5. Boy, 2 or 3 red jerseys back there to try to help bring Grondell down, and he ran through him.
Grondell to carry, 5-yard gain.
Let's see, we have a guess. 2014, the 2014-15 school year. I don't think that's what we have.
I might have missed one.
Lawrence, the pigskin picking robot, did the research for us. We'll confirm
We'll have to confirm. Maybe I missed it as I was going back.
This is the Saipolu formation, quads to the far side.
There's Grondell. Pump fakes out to the right side, then keeps it. He's free across the 35 and then steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A Fabulous Freddy's first down.
That's tough for Hurricane because you've shifted left. You're expecting it because you've seen that play before. And Grondell takes advantage, faking it, and coming back the other way for a first down. Thanks for being with us on our Ideal Home and Auto Paint game of the night. We'll keep you posted on the other scores around Region 9 as this one here in Hurricane progresses. Desert Hills with a 24-0 lead and marching toward midfield.
3:55 to go. Here's Andresen up the middle. Runs out of a tackle and then is brought down from behind in Tigers territory down to the 35-yard line.
Wow, Andresen. Great job running through tackles tonight. I mean, not the big, hefty, strong dude, built guy like Titan Mason, but Andresen, speedy, physical, yards after contact, just a sophomore. And it looks like they're going to sub in Mui.
Andy, do you have your Bucks Ace Hardware gift cards with you? Because that answer is absolutely right.
Bingo!
2014 semifinal. And here's a run right up the middle, and it's stuffed. Loss of close to 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Upcoming 17-14, November 14th, 2014. Hurricane defeating Desert Hills in the 3AA semifinals. Remember those 3AA years?
Yes, I do remember those years. That's what it was, I think, when I first got here. Congratulations to Zane, and he gave us a little information. Charlie Safito was the hometown hero that year for Hurricane in that game.
Of course, when I was doing the research on this, I missed that one because I was flying through the years, and I didn't think to scroll down to the bottom and look at playoff appearances. Here's Grondell, a floater to the far sideline, incomplete. Polu, the intended receiver. So I went all the way back to 2011, that magical year when Hurricane won the state title over Desert Hills up in the Snow Bowl at Rice Eccles. And the amazing Brian Scott was the running back for Hurricane. We miss him dearly still. His number 8 hangs on the press box here in Hurricane now. And they did that just a couple of weeks ago. Here's 3rd down. Swing it to Polu. He's inside, still on his feet. He's on his feet, and that was like the reverse tush push. Except he didn't need anybody to help him. He'll go for 13 yards, and the chains will move. Polu danced around outside, cut it back inside, and then eventually stopped, turned his back to the defenders, and then just inched his way backwards for a couple more yards.
He's tough, man. He's like when the mascot, at halftime, the mascot game against the kids.
Yes.
He is just a man, a grown man out there. And that's why he's committed to play at the University of Utah.
Go Utes. On 1st down, Andresen.
By the way, speaking of the Utes, we will be going to that game immediately after this game concludes here at Hurricane High School. I blame Utah for playing on a Friday night. But we will have coverage of Utah-Arizona State as soon as this game wraps up from H-Town.
I miss Pac-12 after dark, because we still got a couple of Pac-12 teams. We'll call it Big 12 after dark. Well, I'm so good at knowing things that I totally forgot that Utah was even playing tonight. Thought it was tomorrow.
Well, they shouldn't be. I'm against it.
Fridays for high school. Here's
That's
Polu.
right.
End around. Right side at the numbers. 10, 5, diving. Touchdown Thunder.
Polu, just so dummy. He just gets the ball, and it's just like, who's going to actually tackle this guy? If Desert Hills is going to utilize him offensively as we watch the replay for our TV audience, good patience, kicks it back out, and then back inside. People are diving at him, but he's quick enough and agile enough to really avoid any big collisions there. But if they have him as a big part of their offensive game plan and Type Mason back healthy by the playoffs, it just makes this team so much more dangerous. Earlier in the year, Cy was not really part of the offensive game plan.
1 minute to go in quarter number 3. The PAT is up and through. The Thunder lead it 31-0 here in Hurricane. We'll take the break. Come back with the conclusion of the 3rd quarter on ESPN 97.7.
Remember when Main Streets used to be a magical place where you could get an ice cream, shop for toys and clothes, or get the tools you needed all in one place? Well, Bucks Ace Hardware is bringing the magic of Main Street to State Street in Hurricane with a brand new 40,000 square foot store. Get some fresh popcorn, check out the best tools, home decor, toys, games, have an ice cream, and enjoy the nostalgic Main Street experience. Bucks Ace grand opening in Hurricane is coming November 7th.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Feeling held back by pain? It's time to discover Dixie Chiropractic, where we're all about making life extraordinary. Whether you need to recover from a car accident or if you're just tired of chronic pain, we're here to help you live your best life. We don't just treat symptoms, we get to the root of the issue. Dr. Ward Wagner and his team use cutting-edge methods to ensure your journey to wellness is as effective as it is compassionate. Visit DixieChiro.com or call Dixie Chiro at 435-673-1443 to live life pain-free.
DixieChiro.com.
Welcome back to Hurricane High School. 31-0. Desert Hills the lead. 1 minute to go in quarter number 3. The Thunder will kick it away. And here's McRoberts. Will hand it to Jacobs. He's got the left edge across the 30. And diving for the 35. He'll fall down at the 34-yard line. And that's where Hurricane will take over.
Congratulations once again to Zane, who won our Bucks Ace Hardware gift certificate tonight. Bucks Ace Hardware trivia question. Appreciate Bucks, big sponsor of local high school athletics, and a brand new store grand opening here in H-Town in about a month. 40,000 square foot Bucks Ace Hardware. They're going to have everything in that store.
I tell you, I could spend an entire Saturday just walking around Bucks Ace. I had to go get a couple extra house keys made the other day. And I just walked around. I looked at things I didn't even need to buy. Grab some popcorn.
Yeah.
Walk around. Here's Jacobs. End around left side. And he'll pick up 4 yards. Second down and 6 upcoming.
Hurricane had their best drive of the game, probably their last drive, rushing the ball down the field. Just came up a little bit short on 4th down.
Injured Desert Hills player down on the far side. We'll stop play momentarily. That'll give us a chance to let's look at next week. AT, as it's fall break next week, so you play that Wednesday midweek game that everybody looks so forward to. Playing on a Wednesday,
especially
right?
the coaches.
Yeah. Talk about a short week. NFL coaches complain about playing on Thursday. Imagine turning around playing on a Wednesday, and it's a region game. So you got Crimson at Dixie. Snow Canyon is at Pineview. Cedar is at Desert Hills. This tonight is Hurricane's final region game, but they will host San Juan on Wednesday
and
that night.
And we were talking before the game, Carrick, about if the playoffs started today, Hurricane would play Cedar in the first round.
Boo.
So we don't want that. So whatever needs to happen to where Hurricane doesn't play Cedar, and I think it was Snow Canyon playing Pineview in the first round.
Hey,
so
we got 27, 28 teams in the classification now.
Makes me sick.
And we can't make it so that there's inter-region matchups in the first round.
We just bow to this RPI.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And
it's happened so often, right? Where the
just
first round of the playoffs.
the RPI and fix the matchups.
Yeah. Let the humans make the decisions.
Here on second down, Gabriel fakes the handoff, pump fakes, and now he's going down in the backfield. That will probably end the third quarter. A couple of guys in on the sack for Desert Hills. Lucas Guardarama. And I believe Luke Bawley was in on that sack as well. 0-0s up on the third quarter clock. We have expired in the third quarter after 3 quarters of play. Desert Hills 31, Hurricane 0. We'll take the timeout and come right back with the fourth quarter on ESPN 97.7.
Flynn Companies in St. George provides commercial building services to all of Utah. They bring your vision for the building to life without compromise. Flynn's customers have come to expect innovative solutions backed by unparalleled technical expertise and a disciplined approach to project building. Flynn Companies is a proud booster of the Southern Utah community and has literally helped to build it. Visit FlynnCompanies.com today.
Look, Mom! I drew you a dinosaur!
Son of a Brontosaurus!
Not ideal. Your kid using Sharpie on the living room wall. Ideal. Ideal Home and Paint's Kelly Moore paint selection. Make your house, flaws and all, look its very best with a little help from Kelly Moore Paint and Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal Home and Paint, your local paint experts in Southern Utah since 1975.
Welcome back to our Ideal Home and Auto Paint game of the night. Hurricane taking on Desert Hills. And it is 3rd down and about 20 for the Tigers. Here's Gabriel going to load up. Chased out of the pocket and tosses it downfield under heavy pressure. And it falls incomplete. Good sportsmanship there after the play as Gabriel was pressured by Isaac Borgeson. And they kind of gave each other a little pat on the helmet.
Yeah.
Said, hey, good job.
Yeah, just, Gabriel just had no time tonight, whether he's rolling out or sprinting out or if they're shifting the blockers or keeping blockers in. Desert Hills has just made his life miserable when it comes to throwing the ball tonight.
Hurricane will punt it away. Punter standing just in front of his own 10-yard line. Couple of steps. Good boot. Fair catch called for and made at the 40-yard line by Zachary Darger. So shorter field for Desert Hills. Imagine you'll start to see some more younger guys into the game. Of course, Andresen says, hey, I've been in the game the whole time. But I just saw him jog off the field, so I don't think he's in now. 11:46 to play, 4th quarter. Grondell still the quarterback. Pattison still lined up wide right.
Coy was ducking in at running back. Oh, now he's running back out.
No,
now he's running back in. Unorthodox motion. Across the
He ran all the way across the field, and the coach says, no, you're in. Get back in there. Here's Polu. They'll fake it to him. Grondell keeps it. And he's got close to 1st down yardage. Picks up 9. Brings up 2nd down and 1. It's like Rudy, right? You get to go in for that one snap on the kickoff.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what do I do? What do I do? Stay in.
That's great.
I've just learned in the last couple of years that a lot of that movie was pretty dramatized.
I've heard that too.
And I was traumatized. When
I know. I don't want to hear that crap.
Like
I want to believe. Joe Montana said I was on the team with the guy. I didn't even know his name. Like, what do you mean? They weren't chanting his name at the end of the...
I refuse to believe that. Here's Andresen back into the game. Goes up middle. Now kicks it out to the right. And he's got 1st down yardage and more. Across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. When I was at Dixie State, actually, and I can't remember what... I think it was just a fundraising, some sort of gala. They actually had Rudy. They got him. He spoke at it. He was the keynote speaker. I got a picture of it. It actually just popped up in my Facebook memories a couple of weeks ago. That was, I want to say 2016, maybe 8.
Did he end up
8 years ago and about 30 pounds ago for me?
Did he end up dumping that wet blanket he was dating in the movie? I can't remember, but she was a drag.
Yeah.
I was always like, Rudy, you're playing for Notre Dame now. Dump the baggage, buddy.
Here's Andresen dancing his way across the 45 down to the 40-yard line, avoiding tackles.
Oh, wait, she left him. She left him for his brother, right?
I was going to say, yeah.
I forgot about that part.
You had it backwards. Flag on the play. He was trying to get the girl that was already at Notre Dame already, and he had to fake like he was at Notre Dame.
Yes. Yeah.
Over there shining helmets, trying to act like he was part of the
I need
team.
to rewatch that.
It's worth a rewatch every now and again. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty going to go against Desert Hills, so they'll march backwards after the 5-yard pickup. What other football movies, AT?
Here's what I want to say.
Next week for trivia, we're going to clip out a football movie clip, and we're going to play it.
Yeah.
And then
that's
whoever
a great idea.
texts with the first correct answer.
That's fantastic. We should do that. Here's what I like about Rudy is those dudes were real football players. Like when he's doing the walk-on stuff, like those linemen, they weren't like, remember the Titans? Those are actors they got from Juilliard, you know?
Here's Grandel. Blitz coming from the right edge, able to get away from it. Throws downfield, and the catch is made. Wow, what a play. They'll pick up 9 yards of the 10 that they lost on the penalty. McKay Solai on the catch.
He's a big, strong kid, too. Soliai doesn't have a lot of targets this year, but a lot of weapons on this team for Desert Hills.
Third down siren going here at Hurricane High School. 9:45 to go. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
I always think it's like the lightning siren or something, and I panic every time that plays like a 30-minute delay.
Well, that's right. You grew up, where'd you grow up? Chicago?
Yeah.
So you probably did
Tornadoes
have some sort of storm warnings.
Yeah.
See, here it just doesn't have that same effect. And a whistle, timeout taken by Desert Hills before delay of game could be called. 9:45 to go, 31-0. Desert Hills leads it. We'll take a quick timeout along with the players. Come right back on ESPN 97.7.
Flynn Companies in St. George provides commercial building services to all of Utah. They bring your vision for the building to life without compromise. Flynn's customers have come to expect innovative solutions backed by unparalleled technical expertise and a disciplined approach to project building. Flynn Companies is a proud booster of the Southern Utah community and has literally helped to build it. Visit flynncompanies.com today.
It's fabulous.
So fabulous.
Fabulous Freddy's Car Wash.
Want your car sparkling clean and to save big on gas? Now you can go unlimited for as low as $20 a month. That's right, get your unlimited car wash pass and save 20 cents per gallon on gas. But wait, it gets even better. The higher the wash package, the more you save. Up to 40 cents per gallon every time. Don't miss out on these incredible savings. Fabulous Freddy on River Road or North Bluff in St. George. Go unlimited today.
Welcome back, 9:45 to go. Here's Gabriel. Looking downfield, has Polu. Defender falls down. Cyrus Polu makes the catch and walks into the end zone on 3rd down and 12. Gabriel finds Polu for the touchdown.
I think if you're a Desert Hills fan, you're thrilled with seeing Polu being such an intricate part of the offense at this point in the season, because you can hand it to him, you can throw it to him in short yardage situations, you can put him out on the outside, and he can run past pretty much anybody. And that was an easy TD for Desert Hill.
I think you said it off air, or in that first half during one of the breaks. Where was this against Crimson Cliffs?
Right.
It was a 28-17 win for Crimson.
Yeah.
As the PAT is up and through. I mean, you throw Polu out there on offense, and it changes everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think Polu, I guess, up there with Brock Harris as far as prospects, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much the best players on any field they're on. And I think it's exciting now for me to realize, okay, they're going to unleash him on offense. He can do anything. He's Superman out there.
9:19 to go on your scoreboard, 38-0. The Thunder lead it. We'll take a quick timeout. Come right back on ESPN 97.7.
What's up, Southern Utah? This is Casey Winters from Nets on Fire, where it is always basketball season. The new school year is here, which means basketball season is only a few months away. Get your game on point at Nets on Fire. We have amazing expert trainers ready to work you out in a group or individual training. Hustle over to netsonfire.org to see our full schedule of individual training, group trainings, camps, leagues, tournaments, and events. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
9:19 to go on your Nets on Fire clock and time. 38-0 the lead for the visiting Tigers. Hurricane will finish up against San Juan next week in a non-region game. And Desert Hills will host Cedar on Wednesday night. It's fall break. Short kick. It's McRoberts faking the reverse and then brought down. Boy, he had a head of steam. That might be the one time that he was better off just keeping it and just going down this near sideline as he kind of stopped, pumped the brakes, and went back to the middle of the field and then just couldn't get the reverse.
McRoberts has been a superstar for Hurricane this year, and I'm excited to see next week against San Juan, and then going into the playoffs, presumably with a little momentum, probably being the favorite in that game. But I think Hurricane. I'm just hoping they don't play a Region 9 school because I think that they can make some noise in that first round of the playoff.
You just can't. That can't happen. On first down. Cowan back in at quarterback. And they'll hand off for a 1-yard run.
And for the folks out there tuning in, expecting the Utah game, we always put high school first on your local sports leader. But as soon as this game wraps up, we will be doing an abbreviated post-game show and getting you out to the Utes taking on Arizona State.
Quick wrap-up show and get you back out to Bill and the guys. Although I don't know why you'd want to listen to Bill Riley over me and AT. On second down, here's a big run up the middle for the Tigers. And that's Connor Clyde. Explodes up the middle. The Tigers trying to find the end zone for the first time tonight. It'll be first down and 10 from their own 47.
Yeah, nice job. He's had a couple of runs right up the middle. That's where maybe they've had their most success. He's just the quick hitters.
Clock rolling, 7:28 to go. Right back to him. Lowers the head, drives through a defender, and picks up 10 yards for another first down. As Connor Clyde, he's getting going.
And there might be a couple backups in there for Desert Hills, but in the middle and the linebackers and everybody, this is still the main guys for the most part. There are a few subs in there, but Hurricane want to score still against some of the starters of Desert Hills.
First and 10 into Thunder territory at the 43-yard line. Roberts in motion that they give to Jacobs, and he's hit and dropped, no gain. Second and 10.
Brody Jacobs on the carry, stop number 40, Isaac Rogerson, the line of scrimmage. Bring up second and 10.
Eric Sagmiller, Andy Thompson here at Hurricane. Thanks so much for tuning in, making us part of your night on the radio, the YouTube stream. We've got a new YouTube page. We're streaming to the Community Education Channel YouTube tonight, as well as on sportsradio977.com. CEC has been great to us over the years in helping us out with these video streams.
The best, yeah.
Here's McRoberts taking one end around right side. Now cuts it up the middle, and he'll pick up close to 6 yards on the play. Third down upcoming. Do want to let you know, though, new YouTube page that we're just getting started here at ESPN 97.7. It is at Sports Radio 977 Utah. YouTube.com/@Sports Radio 977 Utah. Go check it out. You can see the games there. We're going to be posting highlights. Plans to get the Andy Thompson show streaming on the YouTube page as well.
That's going to be
in
great.
the future. We're going to be pumping content out like crazy. So go subscribe. Make sure you bookmark it. Jacobs on third down has the first down and plenty more inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The Hurricane student section just started chanting, "We can't hear you," which I appreciate, as they are down 38-0.
I mean, there's no lies.
But marching, and there's not really a big counterpart to their student section on the other side of the field. So it's kind of a matter-of-fact statement.
These are the best kind. You can't dispute it. Under 5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Hurricane trying to find the end zone. They'll toss it to McRoberts, near side, at the 20. He's at the 15, 10, and bumped out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as Hurricane, for the second time tonight, into the Flynn Roofing red zone.
They're cooking, and that's the thing about this Hurricane team. It's cliche to say for, an underdog, but they never stop scrapping and never mail in a series. And that's definitely the case on this one.
Hurricane, we're going to try to find the end zone. Touchdowns brought to you by AWP. Desert Hills has had their fair share tonight. Can Hurricane dial something up here to find Pater? And there it is. Touchdown right up the middle for Hurricane, and it's Connor Clyde. And the Tigers are on the board with 3:58 to go, and it's 38-6 with the PAT pending.
Good for Clyde. He earned that one. He had a couple of big runs in this series, the longest run of the series right up the middle, and he got to pay dirt for the Tigers. Good job by Clyde.
Goes in pretty much untouched.
Yeah.
And that will stop our running clock. And now the scoreboard, they've added an extra touchdown on accident. The scoreboard reads 38-13 right now.
I think touchdown should count for double in the fourth quarter.
The kick is up and through with 3:52 to go on your win injury loss scoreboard. 38-13. The Thunder lead it. We'll take a quick break. Come right back on ESPN 97.7.
See Hearst first this fall and save with Ace's Red Hot Buys. Celebrate Fire Safety Month with buy two, get one free smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, and fire extinguishers. And make life simpler with an extra car key. Dealership quality keys now 10% off. Find spooky specials on Halloween lighting, decor, and inflatables. And pick up your pumpkins right at the store. Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's fabulous.
So fabulous.
Fabulous Freddy's Car Wash.
Want your car sparkling clean and to save big on gas? Now you can go unlimited for as low as $20 a month. That's right, get your unlimited car wash pass and save 20 cents per gallon on gas. But wait, it gets even better. The higher the wash package, the more you save. Up to 40 cents per gallon every time. Don't miss out on these incredible savings. Fabulous Freddy on River Road or North Bluff in St. George. Go unlimited today.
Get ready. Let's wash our cars at Fabulous Freddy's.
Welcome back to Hurricane High School. Tigers set to kick it away. The Thunder, they're missing a couple of players, and they send them on late. Andresen and Darger back deep to return for the Thunder. And this return fielded a little bit shorter and brought outside to the 35, almost the 40-yard line. 38-7. The Tigers punched it in.
Yeah. A good return by Riker May, who at one point had the best mullet probably in all of, maybe not all of Washington County, if you've been on Telegraph Street, but most of Washington County. But I don't see it flowing out of his helmet anymore, so maybe he cut it off.
3:30 to go. Andresen takes it up the middle, and he just escorted a defender to the ground. I mean, he was flying right at him, and he said, "Oh, here you go," and then he picked up 4 yards right up the middle. Second down and 6 upcoming.
Second and 5 for the Thunder. At the Thunder 45.
And the Thunder gonna win this one. The final score, perhaps still in question. Desert Hills will improve to 5-3 overall, 4-1 in Region 9. Hurricane down to 3-6, and 2-4. They'll finish region play at 2-4, and they'll definitely have a couple of games that they'll look back this season and say, "Man, what could have been?" Here's Andresen, gets a block around the right edge, and is knocked out of bounds across the 40 to the 35-yard line of Hurricane. That's another thing that I made a note of on Hurricane going into this game, just how many one-score games that they were in. They lost 3 one-score games.
Yeah. Moapa by 1.
Season.
Dixie was a game that they had.
They had almost in the bag.
Cedar they lost in the last minute.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you take those 3 games right now, and you know you 6-2 going into this game against Desert Hills. But it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, unfortunately. Clock is rolling. They just got the running clock. And a 38-7 Desert Hills lead. Rondell extends the ball to the back that just checked into the game. Brock Mui. And he'll pick up 2 yards. Second down and 8.
Desert Hills is poised to play Salem Hills if the playoffs were to start today.
Okay.
A team like that.
Inevitably, like every week, I think the student section in front of us has discovered the microphone, so we'll kind of turn that crowd mic down for a minute. Don't need any extra commentary out there. 1:15 to go. They're going to go end around to Duckett, and he's brought down. He'll pick up 5 yards on the play. Boy, I'm going to talk about someone who's had a great game tonight, Coy Duckett. 2 or 3 passes caught, yards after the catch.
He's awesome. He's slippery after the catch. You can hand it to him. He's just a great outlet guy, third down guy. I've been really impressed with him this year. And another young guy. I mean, sophomore, and then Andreessen, sophomore, big contributors as an underclassman.
35 seconds to go. This should be the last play. 3rd down and 4. There's a snap. Back to Duckett. They'll go around the right edge this time. He's brought down short of the first down marker, but that should end the ball game with under 20 seconds to go. They won't even have to snap it again. And the teams will walk to their sidelines and get ready for the customary post-game handshake. This one in the books. Desert Hills comes to Hurricane and claims a 38-7 victory over the Tigers and the Thunder. Their 5th win of the season. They improved to 4-1 in Region 9 play. The Tigers fall to 3-6 overall and 2-4 in Region play. Quick thoughts before we take a break and then come back and wrap it up with a quick Bucks Ace Hardware pregame show, AT?
A little disappointed, obviously, like I think a lot of people here in Hurricane are. I thought it would be more of a battle, but credit Desert Hills, man. I mean, they were just so physical, so strong. Even without arguably their best offensive player, Titan Mason, still came out and just dominated this game from start to finish.
38-7 your final. We'll take the break, come back with the Bucks Ace Hardware post-game show, and then get you out to the Utah game here on ESPN 97.7.
Big news, St. George. Appliance Wholesalers Plus just got even better. You already know them for their unbeatable prices on GE and Samsung home appliances. But now, AWP is proud to offer the full lineup of LG appliances, too. That's right. Whether it's the reliability of GE, the innovation of Samsung,